Do you know how many times colleagues of mine told me, get that off your set? Get that Bitcoin statue off your set. You are shilling Bitcoin. It's a bad look. It's going down the tubes. It is all a scam. It is all just a big grift. Bitcoin, $100,000 you could get for one Bitcoin today. Do you realize that the first ever transaction of Bitcoin in 2010 was 10,000 Bitcoin for 2 boxes of pizzas? Do you know how much 10,000 Bitcoin cost in 2010? $41. Do you know how much 10,000 Bitcoin costs today? $1 billion. One Bitcoin is $100,000 now. This is a huge celebration. This is a testament to belief. This is what resilience, tenacity, the power of ideas, the power of community. This is what happens. Entire financial institutions get disrupted. Why? All those geeks, those nerds, those video gamers, they decided to go ahead and look into what Satoshi Nakamoto created way back in 2008. And they said, you know what? Let's start toying with this. Let's get some more CPU power. Let's start mining Bitcoin. And they were laughed at. They were scoffed at. They were ridiculed. And who is laughing now? Those people were proven right. It doesn't matter if you still own a ton of Bitcoin, if you just swing traded it, but you were a proponent of it. Anywhere along the journey, if you ever owned Bitcoin, you're a part of this. You are a part of this. January 3rd, 2009, Satoshi Nakamoto mined the first ever block of Bitcoin. It was known as the Genesis block, and he actually had a secret message embedded in there, which was the chancellor is, on the verge of a second bailout of the bank, something like that. It was referring to the 2008 crisis. And the whole message was, don't trust governments and their currency, because all currencies go bad eventually, and there's so much inflation. We have doubled, we have tripled the money supply whenever we feel like it, whenever we get in a little bit of trouble, like the pandemic, whenever we get into too much debt, no problem, we could just print it. He created something that has a finite supply, that could be a global digital currency, a peer-to-peer decentralized digital currency out of the greedy paws of governments and corporations, and people laughed at it. They ridiculed everyone who believed in it back in the day. I have been to the meetups in New York City, and when I told my friends about it, they would all look at me the same way. They would say the same exact thing. When I was scooping up crypto, and then all of a sudden there's a crypto winter, people laughed at me. I have friends that work at hedge funds. I have friends that believe that crypto is a bunch of nonsense, and every single time it would drop 20, 30%, they would laugh at me. When FTX happened, oh my God. I was the subject of so many jokes among my friends, it was absolutely ridiculous. I didn't always get it right. Sometimes, on certain climbs, I would get out of Bitcoin and crypto at the right time. Other times, I thought it would dip lower, and I waited a bit too long to get back in. But one thing has never changed. I've never stopped being a proponent of Bitcoin and understanding the true value of it. And so I just wanted to commend everyone and give a huge congratulations to anyone that has championed crypto. I know that certain life decisions get in the way. Some people need to buy a house. Some people have kids. You have to sell some of your crypto to go ahead and make ends meet. But if you were ever a part of the Bitcoin journey, especially, you're a part of this. You should be smiling. You should be patting yourself on the back. You were proven right. There are so many times in this life where we don't stick to our convictions and we're afraid to take risks or believe in something because it hurts so much when you're proven wrong. But when you're proven right, like what's happening today, that is a huge milestone. That is not something to be taken lightly. There are only so many times you're going to have moments like this in life where you were proven right. Who was into crypto and Bitcoin in the beginning? Do you think it was the governments? Do you think it was banks and hedge funds? It wasn't. It was the fringe. It was the people that actually didn't trust government. It was the people who understood the potential of this type of currency and actually spent money and time mining. They spent time explaining the philosophy of cryptocurrency to others to get other people inspired. They dedicated a lot of their time and money to make this happen. And now, hopefully, they are very much rewarded. It is such an interesting and beautiful time to be alive. It is so exciting to follow the markets these days. I am so happy and excited for what's happening now and what's going to happen years from now. I mean, we're all seeing the news with Trump being elected, and you see Elon Musk, Vivek Ramaswamy, you see some of the others that are championing and are proponents of crypto. Regardless where your politics lie, whether they're on the right or left, if you're into crypto, this is a good thing. You already see that Gary Gensler, the head of the SEC, he's stepping down. Because if he doesn't step down, he'll probably get cut, and he doesn't want that on that resume. So he's stepping down as of January. And I'm looking at cryptos like XRP that were absolutely suffocated, absolutely strangled because of the lawsuits from the SEC. So me personally, I've been going hardcore into XRP and a little bit into Cardano, but Bitcoin for the long run is going to do amazing things. So again, to everyone who's been involved in the journey, to all those people who watched my videos on Bitcoin and crypto back in the day, thank you. You kept me inspired in some of the comments. And some of the videos actually went big. If you look at the limit order, stop limit order videos on how to do that on Coinbase, if you look up my videos on the market cap of cryptocurrencies, I put out some educational content and it's got a lot of views. And I feel like I too am part of the journey. And I just wanted to say huge congrats to everyone. We did it. It's awesome. It's awesome to see this. I am genuinely couldn't stop smiling today. I'm very, very happy for everyone involved. Please don't just keep an eye on your cryptocurrency portfolios. Keep an eye on your mental health and keep an eye on your friendships, your relationships, your inner peace. I wish you nothing but prosperity, success, and peace of mind. And it's times to celebrate. It's good times ahead. I mean, this is akin for rooting for the worst team in the league and then watching them win the championship. And not only watching them win the championship, but actually having a lot of your money being put on the line, betting on the fact that they will win the championship. And today, my friends, we won the championship.